This is Marty with Marty's Diesel, and today's video is going to cover how to modify your sending unit so that your float works properly when you put in a larger, deeper tank. So the biggest problem that we run into is that when you install a new sending unit, your float doesn't reach the bottom of the tank. There's about 6 inches between the bottom of the tank and the bottom of the float. So we've got two different ways that we've come up with in order to help you get this figured out. You can take this arm and bend this second bend to where it's straight down, and also take this and bend it up so that it actually, once this is bent down, it actually continues to shoot down into the tank. You can also take this, which is on a 90-degree bend, and you can fold it out as well. There's no reason why the float needs to be like this. It can absolutely be facing away. And basically, by doing that, you're no longer going to get an accurate reading of when the tank is full, but you will get a better reading of when the tank is empty. And when you bend this down, you can get it to where it's within about 3 inches of the bottom. And that way you know that when this thing says that it's on E, you've got about 3 inches of fuel left in the bottom of the tank. That's option number one, and that's the number one option that most of my customers do. The next option is that you could measure the diameter of this rod. And if you measure the diameter of the rod, you could go pick some up at like a local hardware store or something, and you could remake this rod. And you can also set it up to where when it's at the bottom, it reads empty, and then when it gets close to the top, it reads full. Now obviously these sending units aren't made for these tanks, so this is a modification that you're going to need to do. But these are two ways that I've come up with in order to kind of thwart that issue for our customers that are putting these bigger F26E tanks in their trucks, okay? So if you do buy an F26E tank and then you buy a sending unit from us or anybody else, those are the two things that we recommend to modify your sending unit in order to make sure that your float reads properly inside the tank.